Easy little ring pull pop top. For around $2, this is a great can. Welcome to another episode of Tin Fish Fridays with me, Andy. This week for my lunch, we are diving into some pantry staple style sardines in tomato sauce. We have a range of selection. They all seem to come from the Philippines, which I think is known for its kind of industrial fishing industry. And yeah, I haven't tried any of these ones before. I don't know. Are they meant for just gratuitous guzzling of delicious steams down the gullet? I kind of have a feeling that they're meant for cooking. So I'm not going to open and try all of them. We do have Ligo. This is the sardines and tomato sauce with chili. We have a double A1 straight tomato sauce. Then we have the 555 sardines, also a la sauce de tomate or chile. This is chili picante, it says, called out on the side. And then we have Mega, which is, a pretty well-known brand in this game. And yeah, they have a one with chili and a one without chili. So let's have a look. Based on the ingredients, they all seem to be pretty much the same. One thing I do like about these is they call out barley sardiniella, which is the type of sardine, I guess. Or it's a sardine from barley. Because the French says sardinella de barley, so maybe it's just from barley. But either way, the ingredients lists on all of these are very similar. This one here, though, does have a little extra because it has the flavor enhancements of MSG and HVP, which I hadn't heard of HVP before. And there's also chili colorants, which seems to just include paprika and caramel. So it's not like it's some strange E number that's going in there to give them this. But yeah, these are all product of the Philippines. And I've got high hopes for them because I could buy 4 of these cans for the same price as, a lot of the premium ones, like the nice cans that I had last week. You could get 4 of them in here, and that one had 4 sardines. So, if each of these has 2 or 3, we're already winning on our sardine quantity. But is the flavor gonna be there? Is the quality gonna be there? Are they just gonna be mushy? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. So I think we'll put these guys to the side for now and we'll focus on 555 sardines. Oh yes, the nice suggested serving of, you just get 2 sardines and you lie them on top of some whole tomatoes. We might go for something slightly more refined from that, but probably not much more, let's face it. This is just me being lazy having lunch on a Friday, and I don't want to spend too much effort. We've got to get back to work over here. So, chili picante 555 sardines in tomato sauce with chili. Let's open this bad boy up and have a look. Easy little ring pull pop top. Okay. Smells good. Smells like fresh sardines. Well, I guess canned sardines. There's only really one visible guy there right now. Hopefully we got more than that because, I thought I'd change it up this week and try and do a wrap. I've got, a selection of greenery elements just to freshen it up here, but I think we should just try getting the sardines out. Okay, that's a nice looking whole sardine. Good condition. Breaks apart nicely. The spoon's not really the tool of choice here for this. Yeah, the tomato sauce is very pleasant. Well, there is a little bit of heat in there. I kind of didn't really expect there to be actual heat in it, but Oh, now we've got more sardines. Now some of the sauces come out. We've got quite a few. Okay, so let's get that guy on there. 3. Oh, this one looks really good. Okay, so 3 sardines plus a 4th bonus sardine for some raw dog action. Okay, well let's give this one a go. That thing is soft but firm. It wasn't mushy at all, but it almost just melts apart in your mouth. And there is that little background heat in there. You know, I thought my taste buds of heat levels were too much for this, and that I wouldn't even register the chili on there, but it's definitely there. Like, it's, you know, you probably wouldn't have to add any other chili to the rest of this dish or whatever you choose to make with it. It's got a good salt balance. Yeah, it's just mild tomatoey, no tanginess or like kind of acidity in it. It's all rounded out. Maybe that's part of the work of the MSG, because I know that kind of like helps to blend a lot of savory notes together. So that would be perfect for this. And yeah, and let's try and make this into a wrap over here. So we got some fresh basil, bunch of sprouts, and kind of my favorite thing right now, which is arugula. Yeah, I can't get enough of arugula, honestly. Just a little fiery pepperiness, and it's almost like it's kind of like goodness for you, but it's also tastes good as well. Yeah, it's obviously good for you with its bitter. These bitter kind of green herbs are obviously really good for you, but these ones actually taste good as well, rather than just being, oh well, this is kale, I guess I'm gonna just chomp it because I know it's good for me. But no. Arugula, or rocket as they call it, super good stuff. So I think we just try and do this in a little kind of what would you call this, burrito fashion wrap. I don't know if you can call it a burrito without any of those ingredients, but you know, please don't murder me in the comments just for that. This is what I got. It's for lunch. I'm not selling it. Nobody's gonna have to take this to lunch and show all of their friends. This is just for me to get it in my belly. So okay, well that's making a real lunch out of this thing. The heat is still coming through, but I almost feel like I don't know, maybe there just wasn't much sardine in that bite. But I feel we need a little extra lubrication for this guy. This is probably what it's designed for, just, you know, topping up your wrap. Totally, that's what it's for. But yeah, now I can see the fish is in there, so let's give it another go. Yeah, that's very pleasant. Makes for a really, you know, easy and convenient lunch. There definitely isn't a lot of fish taste to it. I mean, maybe the combination of that chili in there and also all of my peppery greenery has overpowered that a little bit. But I mean, this is a healthy, high protein lunch that, yeah, I could just crush this any day during the week, I think, honestly. Yeah, let's get another one of these going. That was really good. Okay, I really am not getting a lot of the fish taste, so I think we're gonna have to go back to straight Dean consumption. Yeah, that's better. My ratios are way off. I did it a disservice by covering it with the arugula. I mean, it was really nice with the basil and the arugula, but now we can actually taste the sardine. I'd say it's a perfectly viable, good sardine. It's right on the right price point of what you would want it to be. It was like, what, $2? Maybe less? Depends on which store you buy them from. But yeah, that 555 one is actually good. I know it's got a nice little bit of heat to it. Well, yeah, as I kind of alluded to before, I don't think these are designed for this kind of consumption of just eating them straight from the can, or even into a sandwich, really. So I did a little bit of Googling, and you know, there's the classic sardine recipe, like the pasta con le sarde, which doesn't use tomato sauce or tomatoes in it. So can't really do that one. But I did find a couple of like Spanish recipes that look nice, a little smoky paprika kind of one. And yeah, I saw this old grandma, somebody's grandma on there making like an Asian style dish with some of these. And so, you know, I didn't really have the intention of making this into a cooking show, but I kind of feel I'm doing them a disservice by just eating it straight from the can. I don't think this is how these guys are meant to shine and what they're meant to be used for. So I'm kind of leaning towards, you know, maybe doing a Spanish dish and maybe like an Asian inspired one too. Like maybe we'll make the Spanish dish with this one so we can add our own heat to it, and then we'll use the spicy one with a bunch of other stuff to make kind of a maybe a noodle style offering. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put a poll out and let me know what you guys think. Should I just individually crush these and eat them side by side, which is a lot of beans for one episode and one lunch, or should I actually try cooking something with it? I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to perform at the Chef John level of content for that, but I will make something work, right? I'm sure it can't be too hard, I hope. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll put out a poll as well, just to see, get your feedback and maybe spark some other responses on this of whether that's what I should do with it, or maybe you have other suggestions of what I should do with it too, because, you know, I ain't a pro at this. So, well, thank you for joining me on another episode of Fish Fridays. Yeah, this was a real surprise. For around $2, this is a great can, and we're gonna see what else we can do with these guys. So hit me up, let me know what we're gonna do, and I'll see you next week. All right, take care.